Hello everyone, my name is Emma Snowdon and I'm a secondary education mathematics teacher. I started out where you all are now. I'm an ex-Penryn College student. I did my work experience when I was in year 10 and I went to St Mary's Primary School because I knew that I always wanted to be in the teaching field. I just wasn't quite sure what age group or area I would like to teach. So I started off at primary, realised that I enjoyed the teaching, but I wanted to go to a higher level of maths. So I started teaching secondary education. I decided to teach secondary education mathematics. Now, after my time at Penryn, I went to Truro College. I studied secondary maths, further maths, history and psychology. And from Truro College, I went to Edge Hill University, which is a university up in Liverpool. The course that I studied was secondary education mathematics with a QTS, and the QTS stands for Qualified Teacher Status. What this means is once I completed my 3-year degree, I was able to go straight into a teaching position, full-time, and start my career. This degree was very beneficial because I knew straight away what career I wanted to go into, and it meant that I could go straight into it without having to do a final year at another year on top of those 3 years, which is an alternative option if you are not sure if you want to go into teaching or not. So I'll talk through my degree. My degree was a 3-year course. It involved about 2/3 maths and 1/3 teaching based. So I spent 2/3 of my time in Liverpool, and then I spent the other third being on remote placements, which means I got to experience different schools and different atmospheres around the UK for secondary education. I went to Bradford, I went to Chapel in the Frith in the Peak District, and I also came back to Cornwall and had a final placement at Penryn College. So I got to see a variety of different schools. I got to see schools in the city centres, I got to see schools in the countryside, and I got to see a school back in my hometown. So I really feel that this course allowed me to get a good idea of what I was getting myself into, the career that I was going down, and it really helped me understand what I wanted to aim for. Once I finished my degree, I finished my degree in July, and I was able to go straight into a position back here in Cornwall. I was offered one pretty much straight away. I did a year at this school, and then a position opened up at Penryn College. So I did a year at Penryn College too. And after this year at Penryn College, I decided I actually wanted to have a bit of time away from education, going straight from school to college to uni to a job. And I decided to have 2 years out to go travelling. So I spent 2 years of my life after Penryn College going around Southeast Asia, a little bit of Indonesia, and then I went to Australia and New Zealand for some of my time. And I've recently come back to Cornwall. I've decided to settle back home, and I've got a job at Richard Landers School teaching mathematics again for my 3rd year in teaching. So being a teacher, there's lots of different aspects of the job. Obviously, you teach in the classroom, but you are also a tutor leader, so you have your own sets of students that you can communicate with, get a bit more of a closer understanding, chat with, and help them out through their school time. There's lots of extracurriculars that you're able to get into. So although I like maths, I have the opportunity to have in the music department, in the PE department, if I would like to after school. And also there's a lot of data entry. So although we have to make lesson plans, we also have to keep track of students' progress. We get to put this into data sheets, see if what we're teaching is actually working and the students are finding it helpful, and projecting grades. So there's some data analysis there as well in this job. The routes into this career path, you could do a degree that leads directly to it, so the QTS that I did. You can also do a degree, so you could do a history degree or a drama degree, and then do something called a PGCE afterwards. So you do your 3-year course, and then once you've done your 3-year course, you do 1 more year, which is classroom based with a little bit of uni. So you might do a couple of days at uni and then do the rest of the days in school. Or you could do teach first, which is a similar similar to PGCE, it's a company that helps you through that. So there's lots of different routes into teaching. It's a very beneficial job to go into. There's so many job perks. You can work your way up the ranks as well if you would like to. You can start as a classroom teacher, but it doesn't just stop there. You can go up to pastoral managers and help out students more one-to-one. You could go up to senior leadership team. There's lots of different routes that you can go once you come into teaching. Top tips and comments for you guys though: always keep an open mind and give some jobs a go. It might be that there's a job you haven't heard of before. Ask your relatives, your family, your friends, what did your grandparents used to do? Is there any jobs your parents did that you weren't aware of? And give them a try. Always have a trial run. If you can, ask if you're able to help out at your auntie's accountancy firm or something for a while. But give everything a try and find something that you are happy to do day in, day out, so it becomes less of a job and more of a joy. Thank you very much for listening, and good luck, Year 9.